Hey everybody, it's me, Deirdre Mary, aka Attica Lundy Cooper. I am here today because I wanted to prepare sea moss. Now, I know a lot of people don't know what sea moss is. So, sea moss is a type of seaweed, and let me get it. I had opened up a batch of it the other day on I think it was on my last video, my unboxing video from the Kente Express. Shout out to the Kente Express. So yeah, sea moss it's a seaweed, um, and it is a type of seaweed, and it is really nutritious, guys. Sea moss has so many great essential minerals. And if you look up sea moss, I just looked it up real quick. It'll talk about the immune system. Get in this phone. Sorry, wasn't should be prepared. Okay, so sea moss is also called Irish moss, and so, but it's the same thing. And a lot of like Jamaican drinks have sea moss in them. So you eat it, right? Or you drink it, or you can. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with the sea moss, right? Because I know it's good for hair and nails and things like that, for your face. So you'll see, and you're like, but it looks so weird, right? So the sea moss that I get just comes in a bag. That's how he packages it up. And let me show it to you. Try not to waste any of it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the sea moss. Be still, sea moss. It looks weird, right? It's really, really salty. See, the salt comes because it's from the sea, And I don't know, it smells, it has an odor, but I can't really describe it. It doesn't stink. It smells like water, you know? And like I said, it has a whole lot of salt in it. So check this out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to read a quick description of sea moss. Now, this video is going to get loud at some point. I'm just videotaping. I'm recording off of my Chromebook on this one. And so this isn't like an edited video. This is a live video. So I say that to say that when I turn on this blender, it's going to get loud. So I'll let you know before I do that, because I have to show you how it's prepared before I do that. But, and I think it's going to blend for like 36 seconds, maybe. It might be longer than that. But you can just, turn your volume down while I'm blending if you like. I'm going to try to go away from the blender just a little bit, but it's going to be loud as crap. I'm just going to let you know. So, sorry. Once I learn how to edit videos, then that won't happen again, but whatever. Okay, so Irish moss, like I said, sea moss, is a source of potassium chloride, a nutrient which helps to dissolve inflammation and phlegm in the mucous membranes, which causes congestion. It contains compounds which act as a natural microbial, mic, microbial, sorry, and antiviral agents, helping to boost immunity and get rid of any infections. That's that's just a really short description of what all sea moss does. Because sea moss, it has protein, it has fiber, it has, what else? zinc, calcium. It's like one of the best nutritional things that you can take. And so yeah. So now watch. Sea moss looks. It's not going to look like this. Okay. So this is what you do. You get your sea moss, right? However much you're going to get, and look, guys, this is like from the sea. So look, it has like all kind of. Look at that. You're like, what is that? But it's sand on here and salt and sea leaves and all that stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your sea moss, right? And you are going to wash it off. What I do is I have a big, and you'll see it, I have a big container. It's like a Tupperware container. And so, because I make a lot of sea moss. So I put it in there and I start rinsing it out. Then I pour that water out, rinse it off some more. And I'm washing it with my hands also. I'm not putting any soap or anything like that. I'm just doing water. This is to get all the sand and salt and sea leaves and anything else, because we want it to be really, really clean. After you feel like it's clean and you've cleaned it for a while, then you put it in a container full of cold water and cover the container. And then you sit it in the refrigerator. Some people only sit theirs in for like 2 to 3 hours, but I set mine in overnight. So whatever time I do it, whatever time I wash it or whatever, I'll put it, I'll go ahead and put it in the water, put it in the refrigerator overnight. So this is how it looks before. I'm going to show it to you again. This is the before. Now what's going to happen is the cool thing, because as you wash it, and especially as it soaks, it's going to become translucent, which means, kind of see-through. It's wild. So you're going to go from this consistency to this one. Now, this is sea moss that has been cleaned and soaked and chilled. Look at that. Looks like a alien or something. It's weird. But yeah, I'm going to try to get it to stop dripping so much. I don't want to get my laptop wet. But look at that. That's what it looks like once it gets wet, once it chills and soaks. So yeah, it was just that other color because it was dry. It's fresh. Now I'm gonna tell you, some people have sea moss powder, and I don't use the powder. I use raw sea moss. So I actually, get mine and clean it and soak it and do everything myself. But some people have the powder, and I don't think it's anything wrong with the powder. I particularly don't get the powder because I have access to the raw sea moss, for one. And for two, I just don't know any people that process it personally, for me to trust that it's going to be legit. So that's just me. I'm not saying that the powders are not legitimate. I'm just saying that I don't know. I've never bought any. I've always bought raw. And I'm going to eventually try to make my own powder after I figure out what they do. But that'll be another video. Okay, so I have my handy dandy Ninja, and we're about to do this. Now what happens is, after you soak your sea moss and it's chilled in the refrigerator, actually the sooner you take it out, like if it's just 2 to 3 to 4 or 6 hours, whatever, it's going to be pretty good. When you leave it in there longer than that, it's said to lose some of its nutritional value. And some people have said that, some people said it has not. So that's something I'd like for you to, just look into. I will probably towards in a few months do another video about sea moss, and then we'll have more. But this is really just preparing sea moss. Okay, so I'm not gonna teach a whole lot about the sea moss. I just want to show you how to prepare it. So you get your raw sea moss, which was this, and you wash it off. You get all the sand off, everything. Make it clean. You don't want sand or gook on it or none of that. Make it clean, and then you're gonna chill it for however long you're gonna chill it, and then we're gonna put it in the blender and we're gonna blend it. Now, it's gonna look totally different once you blend it, and so yeah, it's gonna look totally different. I've already taken these out and rinsed them again and washed them. They're like super clean. They don't taste. You're not gonna taste any salt on this or anything. But yeah, so you put it in the blender, and I've got 2 cups because this was a pretty big batch of sea moss, but I got it handled. Okay, so I'm gonna put the sea moss in, right? This says that it wants it to go to that level, right? Okay, so the sea moss is wet, right? But in addition to that, I am going to add some spring water. Out here in Colorado, we have the most delicious water. I am so grateful. And I'm going to put a lot of water in here. Okay. Now, you might not believe me if you've never seen sea moss before prepared, but if you have seen it, this is going to look like applesauce when we're done. And that's what the consistency that we're trying to get is an applesauce. It's weird, right? It's crazy. I think I need a little bit more water because I'm making the whole thing. So yeah, got it pretty much water, almost a little lower than the moss. All right, and this is when it gets pretty loud. And I'm just gonna do one. I'm not gonna like do both of them while y'all are on the while we're on this video because it's super duper loud. But just know that I'm doing the same thing. So again, I'm putting the sea moss in the blender cup. And I'll finish that pretty soon. So we got a lot of sea moss. Okay, here we go. This is the best blender. I know you're going to probably turn it down a little bit, but this is like the best blender because you don't have to do anything. And I am going to put it on Ultra Blend. It's going to be 60 seconds. So this is where we are now, right? So kind of looks like a smoothie or applesauce, but that's really dope. What's going to happen is I'm going to do the second thing to the other one. And after that, you just put it in the refrigerator. And when you get ready to serve it, just scoop it out. All right, we'll talk about sea moss later in the next video. But yeah, that's how you prepare it. Thanks for watching.